Hello, my name is Joe. Actually, my name is Josephine, but you can't imagine a person less suitable to be called Josephine. I'm a tomboy and proud of it. However, life of a tomboy is not as amusing as one can imagine. I have faced a lot of problems, and I want to tell you about them. I've had troubles in communicating with other girls since early childhood. I remember any time a large group of children gathered in one place for a party or something, Mom gently pushed me towards the girls and said, "Now go play with the dolls, make friends with someone." I diligently started moving dolls here and there and listening to boring talks about girly problems. But I was looking at the boys who were playing something thrilling, laughing, and doing their boyish stuff. I was so envious that at some point, I just silently stood up and joined them. Those were the moments when fun started for me. It didn't improve with the years. I was always attracted by the world of boys, and all my friends were boys as well. I felt at ease when I was talking to them. I understood their every problem and their way of thinking. When I was around girls, I was totally clueless. Their problems were hard for me to follow, especially when they complained about boys. Most of the time when I tried to talk to the girls, give them some advice or opinion, they looked at me as if I were an alien. "Well, girls, if you don't want any insider info, I'll just return to my male buddies." My looks had to adapt to my lifestyle as well. When I went out with my friends, we always did something active like skateboarding or exploring abandoned buildings or climbing the trees. In these cases, you need to dress in a practical way. I found out that jeans and hoodies are much more comfortable for that than girly clothes that I always hated. And that's how I've been dressing my whole life. For me, it was always a tragedy when we made some formal visit, and I needed to be dressed properly as they presented it. A cute dress, shiny shoes, a neat hairdo, ugh. You can imagine that wear skirts, be more feminine, you're a girl. These are the things I was listening to until at some point, my parents just gave up. And by the way, I can't say I have bad looks or something, and being a tomboy for me is the way to gain confidence. I'm actually quite cute, and when I have to be a girly girl, I look so absolutely adequate. Tomboy is my lifestyle, and I'm happy to be it. Problem is that some time ago, I noticed that my mates started dating. Girls at school got their first boyfriends and were constantly discussing them. Some of my buddies also joined the process, and started spending some of their evenings not with us, but with their girlfriends. And I understood that. I also wanted to love and be loved. By the way, one of the confusions that often happens, because I'm a tomboy, people think I'm gay. But I'm actually attracted to boys, not girls. Ironically, I actually get a lot of back-talking from the girls who say that I'm an attention seeker, trying to get the attention from all the boys around. I've never taken it seriously, because I never had that type of attention from boys, which is actually the core of my problem. So, I am seeking my first romance. I have lots of boys around. What's the problem, you might ask? They don't see I'm a girl. I mean, they know I'm a girl, but don't want to date me because who would date a bro? There was a boy I liked. We were streaming together. I thought it would be wise to approach him and ask if he wanted to go out with me. Yes, I know boys approach girls, but I'm against gender stereotypes. You know what he answered? He just laughed at me. I mean, he was not mean or anything. It was something more like, "Sorry bro, I don't see you as a girl." Seeing the look on my face, he corrected himself. I mean, that kind of girl. Oh, thanks. Now it's much better. This is the first time when being a tomboy created some inconveniences for me. I even tried to put on makeup and a dress, but felt really weird in all this, and boys looked at me strange as well. I gave up and lost hope. Not that it was a huge tragedy, and it seemed a price I needed to pay for my comfortable and amusing life of a tomboy. I became a bit melancholic, looking at those happy couples and feeling that something was missing from my life for the first time. One day I went skateboarding, but I wasn't in the mood, so I sat there watching my friends and thinking my sad thoughts. After a while, one of my oldest friends came to sit with me and asked why I was so sad. I didn't want to invent some reason, so told it like it was. That no one wanted to date me because no one considers me as a potential girlfriend. "Don't cry," he said. "I'll go on a date with you." I refused with dignity. "I don't need charity," I said. Suddenly he became very serious and said that he meant what he said, and I accepted. Accidentally, I made the same mistake all my friends did. I didn't consider his feelings because you don't go on dates with buddies. Well, I was mistaken. He turned out to be a wonderful boyfriend, and I didn't have to change my tomboy habits. If you want to know my opinion, if you're a tomboy or a girly girl or whoever else, there is always someone who will like you for who you are, not for what you're supposed to represent. Make it your way. Leave your comments if you can relate to my story, and like this video. Subscribe to the channel and get more relatable stories like mine every week.